Hello everyone, what is going on? My name is the Newbie Warrior, and welcome back to my K-pop reaction channel. I post new K-pop reaction videos here almost every single day, so if you like this video and want to see more videos just like this, make sure you go ahead and hit the like button and the subscribe button, and check out some other stuff on the channel. Today, I'm extremely excited. I'm going to be checking out VIXX'S Shangri-La for Greatest Album of All Time, Episode 4 for VIXX'S. For those of you who don't know what Greatest Album of All Time is, let me run you through it really quickly. Basically, it's my weekly album reaction and review series where I go through an artist's entire discography, anything which is an album, which I consider to be 3 or more independent songs that I haven't scored yet. So every week I post 3 album options. Whichever album gets the most votes, I react to and review that week. I give every song on that album a score from 1 to 10, with the goal being to figure out what my favorite albums from each artist are, and to let myself listen critically, and to really appreciate music that I like. So, I'm currently running a series for VIXX'S and Mamamoo. The way that I decide which group goes first, I do both every weekend, but which one is earlier in the weekend, which one's later, is whichever poll gets the most votes that week. This week, that is VIXX'S with 262 votes to Mamamoo's 135. Not a big deal, it's just delayed by like 1 or 2 days. Just thought I would point out, if anybody's wondering why sometimes it seems like I do one instead of the other first, it's just based on whatever gets the most votes. So, as you can see, Shangri-La won by a landslide this week for VIXX'S, and Blues won for Mamamoo. So, going to be doing Shangri-La, and then shortly after this, you should see my Blues reaction go up as well. So, here we go. Worth noting, I will not be scoring the actual title track, which is kind of weird, but my rule for Greatest Album of All Time is I don't score any song that I have already scored, and I don't count it for the score of this album. So, Shangri-La was already a B-side on Eau de VIXX'S, which I reacted to before this. So weirdly enough, Shangri-La will not be scored on this, but just in case anybody's wondering, Shangri-La is a 10. Easy 10 for me, actually. Love that song. So, here we go. I'm excited to hear the rest of these songs, especially if any of them have the same type of oriental, cool, dark production that Shangri-La had, with the more traditional, like, Korean instruments. Like, that would be insane. I really hope that some of these, at least one of these songs does. I don't know. But I'm extremely excited. So I'm going to be doing Into the Void, Blackout, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, also known as Coming, and I believe it has some other names too, depending on how it's translated, and then To Us as well. So, just these 4 songs this week. Let's hop into the Void. Okay. I literally just said it. I'm sorry, guys. I'm so excited. I literally just said, I hope that we get another song that has the traditional Korean instruments and the dark production. And here we go. Oh, like 10 seconds in, we have it. That percussion hits. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Oh my gosh. I don't even have words. Oh my, I'm sorry, okay, I need to say something. It's a 10 already. It's gotta be a 10 out of 10. Unless they do something really bad later on, which I extremely doubt. This instrumental blend, the way that it built up, the quick line distribution that doesn't feel forced, but it feels like naturally fitting. Just, oh, the dark oriental sound is so good. I love it, especially with a heavier beat like this. Like, just these type of produced songs. Like, I didn't react to it, but One Us's most recent comeback, I believe it was just called Lit. That was insane, and it had a similar... That wasn't as dark, but similar, like, oriental, but mixed with, like, synths and modern drums and things like that. Whereas, and I'm trying to think. Oh, BTS's, the rap line, the unofficial Cypher 5, Dang. Like, that beat production, this type of beat production is, like, one of my favorite sounds in the entire universe. So, I'm sorry, I'm gonna run it back a little bit. Oh, it's such a fun... They're putting so much emphasis on the killing me, misery, misery. The strings, yes! Oh! Oh, I saw multiple times people talking about Hongbin's lower register, and how it doesn't get utilized enough. Jeez, he sounds good here. Ah, this construction of this beat. I live for big, powerful... That's such cool phrasing on that. Killing me, killing me, killing me. It's like, I forgot, there's a musical term for it, I'm sure. This style of singing, and it's like, it's very theatrical. It's almost actually, it's reminiscent almost of like line delivery. It's almost spoken, but it's like, it's very clearly sung with pitch, but it's like you would hear this in a musical. It's like, it's so direct. I just... Loving this piano and the strings kind of going back and forth. Okay. Oh, this chorus section is so good. Their vocal texture. Right. So, I do have one slightly negative thing to say about the song, but it's not enough to lower it below a 10. So, I guess I should start off by saying 100% this song is a 10. Locked in. Oh my gosh. Okay. My one criticism is that this rap verse, this bridge, feels a little bit out of place. And it's not so much Ravi's delivery that feels out of place, because he did fine. It's the instrumental change here. It actually feels like the weakest part of the instrumental to me. Maybe it's just because I am so obsessed with that constant dark piano riff combined with the traditional stringed instruments and the very interesting, like, traditional and synth drum mixture. So maybe it's just that it's the absence of that all of a sudden, and that's why I don't like it. But I also feel like there's not enough melodically going on in the instrumental during the rap break. It's like a lot of the cool melody part of the song goes away. I went too long. Right. So, like, listen to this transition. Because that piano is kind of our harmonic ground. It's like, it's what's keeping the, like, the constant melody. Like, the strings are there too, but the main driving force of the, kind of the pulse and the feeling and the life of the song, I feel like, is this piano. So it gets cut. And it's like, wait, we get like some generic risers and stuff. And Robbie's voice is, I think, too processed, to be honest here. Like, his actual flow is fine. Obviously, it's good. It's better than fine. But it's that addictive little dark, evil piano riff that just, like, makes me love this song. So I feel like that's the weakest part in the song. That said, it's still not enough to lower it below a 10. Even if this entire song was just the chorus with the killing me, killing me. Even if it was just that, or even if it was just the intro instrumental part before they started singing over and over and over again for 3.5 minutes, that song would be a 10. Like, I love it so much. I swear if there's another song like this. Also, Shangri-La was robbed because I had no idea at the time that this album existed. So, that's a rip, I guess, because this could have been 2 10s already out of 5 songs, which would have been nuts for the score, but it is what it is. I only score songs once. Not going to change that rule now. So, here we go. Blackout. Industrial, maybe? Like a metal clank, like in a factory or something? We got some funk synths. Oh, I like the synths on this part. Nice echo too. I'm just nervous about where we're going. Sometimes choruses on these type of songs can be weak. Oh no, it's not a weak chorus. That's a strong chorus. I thought it was gonna be a weak chorus. That concern is no longer a concern. I like, one thing I really like about these synths is that they break. So it's like in between key presses, it's like it doesn't hang over. It doesn't, like a lot of the times with electronic music, you get continuous synths, right? Where it's like, you would just have the constant chord. Whereas here, there's a break. It's like, it's very... Like, you can feel the impact of them changing the chord. It's interesting. Okay. A little bit of a growly, whispery flow from Robbie on this one. That's interesting. I want to hear that again. Vocal. Also, can we just take a moment to appreciate how magical it is that on both this song and on Into the Void, they changed the chorus significantly, the words. Like, instead of having the same repeated chorus, they take the risk to have a more meaningful change. So last time it was Freak Out, this time it's Black Out. I love that. It keeps it from being too repetitive when you change your basic chorus. Okay. Whoa, nice ending. That's a pretty cool ending, not gonna lie. I'm pleasantly surprised because, okay, oftentimes when I hear these type of, like, throwback disco, really funk songs in K-pop, I'm not a fan because they overuse the funk guitar, or they repeat too much, or they do something that, like, just doesn't work for me. An example being, like, EXO Power is a song that I know a lot of people, like, love that song, and I'm like, it's okay. Like, I liked it, but it wasn't, like, fantastic. Another example being EXO Gravity. I don't know why I'm picking on EXO today, but EXO Gravity is, like, I didn't like that song at all because it leans way too hard into the funk, and it just repeated funk guitar, repeated funk guitar, repeated funk guitar, repeated funk guitar. And they do a really good job on this song managing the retro elements and weaving them in for value, to get the most value without overusing them. Because like this, there's a little bit of that retro element with these chords and the way they hit these chords over and over again, like I was talking about before. But then they have an interesting, like, modern drum build, K-pop style vocals, and then you get the funk guitar. But the funk guitar is only there during the chorus. They don't overuse it. It's not liberal. It's not too liberally used. And Ravi's rap was interesting, shorter than I would have liked. I'm never a fan of but actually he did it better than most. Go figure. Yeah, this is good. This is a good song. One of the best, I think, like, retro disco funk inspired boy group songs that I've heard. This is a really, really well done way of doing it. However, the problem is VIXX'S music is all good, and I'm only evaluating this song compared to VIXX'S other music, which means I gotta listen to some samples of some other stuff. I guess let's start with 6 Feet Under. A little bit of 6 Feet Under and just see. See if it's a 7.5 or not. Because VIXX'S music is all so good that it's hard to tell unless I hear it side by side. I think I like this slightly more. I think I like this slightly more than Blackout. So let's listen to a 7 a little bit and just see. See, what was a 7? Shooting Star is a 7. Also funk inspired, actually. Okay, now I need to hear a little bit of Blackout again. Maybe it is a 7.5. No. Actually, this. I do like it more than Shooting Star, actually. I do. I think 7.5 is appropriate. I don't think it's an 8. Just to humor a little bit. Well, Good Morning, Good Night's a weird example. We'll go with that, though. Might have to compare it to another 8. Anyway. I don't think this song is an 8. I don't think Blackout is an 8. No. Okay. 7.5 is where Blackout is landing, for sure. Like that song a lot. Cool song. Like I said, one of the best executions of the style that I've heard. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 / coming / almost there. Sad we're not getting another. Ooh, this is pretty though. I really like that spatial audio with the back and forth on the drums. Lots of interesting layers on this song. This is very pretty. The chorus is too repetitive though. Very pretty, but too repetitive for me to really like it. The rest of the song is amazing though. I also can't take it seriously when they say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, that harmony's tight. Hold on, we're running that back. Ooh,
언젠가는 떠나갈 거라 생각했어 잘가 미리 마음을 단단히 먹었다고 생각했으나 제법만이 아파온다 마음 한구석의 희망 그것마저도 버리는 게 맞아 하나 둘 셋 다 내려놓는 게 사랑이야 맞아
That's the best Ravi verse so far on this album. Ad-libs on this song. So here's the thing. This was gonna be in the 6-6-5 range because the chorus didn't really hook me. And then about halfway through the song, something magical happened, and these ad-libs started in the chorus that were so good that became what I was primarily listening to. And so the chorus section that I wasn't a big fan of, that's pretty cheesy with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, actually it became so... I guess, so, I was going to say so less, that doesn't make sense. It became much less repetitive because of how high the ad-libs were in the mix, and how impressive they were, and it was different members, or at least a different style of ad-libs every time across the choruses, and then Ravi's verse was by far my favorite verse from the 3 songs that I've heard so far here, and that significantly bumped the score up. I think in 7-5 range again, because like Blackout I like as a whole, but parts of this I like a lot more than any part of Blackout, and parts of this I like significantly less. I just really quickly want to hear a little bit of an 8. Let's listen to, because I don't think this is an 8. I don't think it's an 8. Let's listen to a little bit of Silence though, because I just want to make sure this is indeed a 7-5. Yeah, this song has nothing on Silence. 7-5 it is. Here we go. Like I said, it's weird because Blackout is consistently 7-5, whereas this is, parts of it are like 9-10 and parts of it are like 6. And so I don't even know. We're going to 7-5 on that, alright? Last song, To Us. So I don't think we're going to get another dark, atmospheric, traditional track. Which, once again, it's not really fair because Shangri-La should be that track, and then Blackout, or Into the Void, should be the surprise that they're doing it again. But unfortunately, I already scored Shangri-La, not knowing that it was the title track on this, well, not knowing this EP existed, so. Ooh. Ooh. 그저 쉽지만은 않았을 텐데 때론 다가왔던 시선에 가시 박힌 그런 말들에 나와 함께 견뎌줘서 고마워. 와우. 많이 힘들었던 적은 있지만 Oh my gosh, N, holy. 적은 있지만 포기하고 싶었던 적은 없어. 다시 한번 The song was a 10 until the chorus, dang it. What a cool way to leave that higher energy chorus and drop back into this more mellow section.
행복을 더해주는 일, 네 슬픔을 덜어주는 이 단 하나뿐인 삶 가장 찬란한 20계절반은 너와 1818일째 빛나는 오늘 내일도 빛나기에 더 아름다운 오늘 더 아름다운 오늘 다시 한번 처음으로 돌아.
Oh, the chorus is so cheesy though. I don't know. Rap verse is a 10. All of the sung verses are a 10. The rest of the instrumental is a 10. The transitions, even between the chorus and the rest of the songs, is a 10. The chorus is like a 2. This bridge section is gorgeous. This is a 10. All of their voices are so good. And so different from each other. At least modulate key change? No. At least we get a cool ad-lib, I guess. The ad-libs do make this last chorus better. At least. The outro is perfect too, of course. Man, I wish I liked that chorus. Because this song, everything about this is magical, perfect, gorgeous, emotional, powerful. The rap verse, the unique instrumental for everything but the chorus. The lyrics seem deep and important. The rap verse, Robbie's rap verse, glorious, magical, beautiful. Even the transitions in and out of the chorus, perfect. The outro, perfect. But that chorus, man, that chorus is like it's garbage. Like, I shouldn't say that. It is incredibly generic, open-ended, and uninspired compared to the rest of the song. Like, it just, even the vibe, the emotions of the song in the chorus don't feel like they line up to the rest of the song to me. I don't know. It's like it's literally becomes a different song that's much worse written by, like, it just feels like the chorus of a much worse, less interesting song. And then all of a sudden it goes back to being a super amazing, beautiful, mature piece of art. And then the chorus comes in, it's like, cheesy boy band song from the 60s. I mean, the 70s or 80s or whatever. I don't even know. The chorus is just so empty and vapid to me. It just doesn't work. Whereas the rest of the song is literally god-tier masterpiece. To the point where I'm giving this song an 8. I'm giving it an 8 because I have to say I like it more. Honestly, I like the song more than Blackout or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I can't give it anything over than an 8 because that chorus might be one of the worst. It is one of the worst VIXX choruses I've heard so far. It might be the worst VIXX chorus. But the rest of the song I like so much that it's still an 8. Like, any other song, and that chorus would have dragged it down 3 or 4 points. But no, I honestly have to say that I still like the song more than I like these two songs, which are both good. But this is like, yeah, I can't go any higher. So that gives us a final score of 8.3. apologies that I did Shangri-La as part of VIXX'S. If I would have known that that Shangri-La was an EP that existed, I probably wouldn't have reviewed it. I don't know, because I think I did the right thing in reviewing it with VIXX'S, because it's on the album, but that'll probably happen again, seeing as how VIXX'S does these. Seems like they like to include title tracks as B-sides of other albums, so that'll probably happen again in the future. Apologies if it does. I wish that Shangri-La's 10 was on this album, because it would have had an even higher score. That said, I believe 8.3 is still the record, yeah. So, even with Shangri-La going to VIXX'S score, this album gets an 8.3. Obviously, it's a smaller sample size, so it's easier as long as I don't hate one of the songs, which I don't at all here. I like all of the songs quite a bit. Yeah, Into the Void is one of my favorite VIXX'S songs, like, ever. Like, what a god-tier, dark, amazing, beautiful, gorgeous masterpiece. Blackout and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, both good songs. And then To Us, like I said, like 90% of that song is so good, and then like 10% of that song is trash, but it ends up being really good overall in how it balances out. So, guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you again for watching to the end. Apologies once again, Shangri-La didn't count on this one. It is what it is. My name is the Newbie Warrior. As always, I want to know how you feel about these scores. Do they line up with your scores? What have you scored differently? What's your favorite song? What's your least favorite song? And, yeah. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your day. And please remember to stay newbie.